All right, so today we're going to dive deep into the world of AI chips.
Okay.
And a company you might not know, but definitely should. They're called ASML.
Interesting.
And they're kind of a big deal because they're really the only company out there.
The only company.
Yeah, making these super complex machines called lithography machines.
Ah, I've heard of those.
And they're absolutely essential for, creating those powerful chips that are fueling this whole AI revolution.
Right.
Everything, think of self-driving cars.
Wow.
All those smart chatbots that everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
All of that needs ASML.
So ASML is like the gatekeeper for all this.
Pretty much, yeah.
For advanced AI chip manufacturing.
Yeah, without ASML companies like NVIDIA,
Oh,
they make the GPUs.
the graphics processing units.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to create the cutting-edge tech that's driving this whole industry forward.
Yeah, it's all connected.
It is. And that brings us to this Mo Fool article. Got $1,000. A top artificial intelligence AI stock is on sale right now.
Oh, interesting.
It piqued our interest, and they're basically suggesting that ASML's stock price has dropped,
Okay.
which could make it a good buying opportunity.
Potentially.
But before we jump into all that,
Sure.
we need to understand, why the price has dipped.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, the article says the drop is because ASML lowered their revenue projections for 2025,
Okay.
primarily because of anticipated lower sales to China.
Oh, China. They're a massive market for ASML, right?
Absolutely. Currently, China makes up a pretty big chunk of ASML sales,
How much are we talking?
a staggering 47%.
Wow.
But they're projecting that to drop to just 20% by 2025.
Oh, wow. That's a huge drop.
Yeah.
What's driving that shift away from China?
Well, there are two main factors at play here.
Makes sense.
First, you have these export bans
Right.
that several Western governments have imposed on sending the most advanced technology to China.
Okay.
And this directly impacts ASML's ability to sell their, top-of-the-line machines
Right.
to a really crucial market.
Yeah. Cutting off access to that advanced tech would definitely impact their sales.
For sure.
What's the other factor?
Well, the second factor is the current economic slowdown in China.
Right.
When the economy takes a hit,
Yeah.
companies tend to, pull back on big investments.
Fair.
And those lithography machines that ASML makes,
Yeah.
they're not exactly cheap.
So we have this company that's essential
Absolutely.
to the future of AI development.
Yeah.
Facing these pretty big headwinds
Right.
makes you wonder how ASML is reacting to this.
Yeah.
It's a tough situation.
Well, the article says that ASML's management isn't panicking.
Okay.
They've publicly stated that the long-term trends in the industry are still very strong and positive.
Interesting. So they're acknowledging the challenges,
Mm.
but they're optimistic about the long term.
Yeah, it's a bold stance for sure.
Yeah. What do you make of that?
Well, remember, even with these challenges,
Right.
their revised revenue projections for 2025 are still substantial, ranging from $30 billion to $35 billion.
Right.
Even at the lower end of that range,
Yeah.
we're talking about a potential increase of over 7% from their projected 2024 revenue.
Right.
And the high end, that's a potential 25% jump.
So even with the China situation, they're still expecting to grow.
Yeah.
That's pretty remarkable.
It speaks to that unique position that ASML holds in the market.
Yeah.
They have a virtual monopoly on the technology needed to produce these advanced chips.
Mhm.
If you want to be a major player in AI,
Right.
you need what they're selling.
I guess so.
That gives them tremendous leverage.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
But doesn't relying so heavily on one company,
Yeah.
even one as dominant as ASML,
Right.
pose a risk in itself?
That's a good point.
What if something happens to them?
It raises some interesting questions
Yeah.
about the potential vulnerabilities of the AI industry
Right.
and the global reliance on specific technologies.
Okay, so we'll have to delve into those implications a bit later then.
Yeah, let's come back to that.
Okay, so we've got this picture of ASML company at the heart of the AI revolution,
It seems like it.
facing some serious challenges,
For sure.
but remaining optimistic about the future.
Yeah.
Now let's turn our attention to what this means for potential investors.
Yes. Let's unpack that further.
Yeah.
The Motley Fool article says that ASML's stock is currently trading at 26 times its projected 2025 earnings.
Okay.
That could be considered a good value, given their dominant position and lack of competition.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you have those China-related issues,
All right.
which are creating some uncertainty in the short term.
It's a bit ironic, isn't it?
At
We
all.
talk about AI potentially changing the world,
Yeah.
but the whole thing could hinge on the fortunes of one company. and this complex geopolitical landscape.
That's true.
What do you think? Should potential investors be running towards ASML stock or proceeding with caution?
Well, it's a tough one,
Yeah.
It's that classic dilemma. Weighing those short-term risks against the long-term potential.
Yeah.
There's no easy answer. It really all comes down to your individual investment strategy and risk tolerance.
That's true. And this situation really highlights
Yeah.
how interconnected everything is these days.
Mm.
We're talking about AI chips, but
Yeah.
the story is as much about geopolitics and economics
Right.
as it is about technology.
Absolutely. The ASML situation is a perfect example of how those forces can collide,
Right.
impacting even the most cutting-edge industries.
It's not just about the chips themselves.
No.
It's about who controls access
Exactly.
to the technology that makes them.
That's the key.
And right now, that control rests largely with ASML.
It seems like it.
It makes you wonder, what does this mean for the future of AI innovation?
Yeah.
If one company holds the keys to the kingdom, so to speak,
Right.
could that stifle competition or slow down progress?
That's a really important question.
Yes.
It raises some concerns about potential bottlenecks
Yeah,
in the development and deployment of AI.
makes sense.
If ASML can't keep up with demand,
Right.
or if access to their machines is restricted
Yeah.
for, political or economic reasons,
Uh-huh.
it could have a ripple effect throughout the entire AI ecosystem.
That's
Yeah.
a bit unsettling, to be honest.
I can see why.
It's like we're putting all our eggs in one basket.
Right.
What are the potential implications for the global balance of power then?
Well, that's another fascinating angle.
Yeah.
As AI becomes more integrated into everything,
Right.
from military systems to, critical infrastructure,
Mm-hmm.
that ability to produce advanced chips
Yep.
could become a significant strategic asset.
Right.
Countries or companies that have access to this technology
Yeah.
could gain a considerable advantage.
So it's not just about economic dominance.
No,
It's about potential geopolitical leverage as well.
exactly.
This is getting pretty deep.
It is.
Yeah.
And it brings us to a crucial point. Knowing that AI development is heavily reliant on access to advanced chips,
Right.
and ASML currently controls that access,
Yeah.
what implications might this have
Mm.
for the future of AI innovation?
Yeah.
And perhaps even more importantly, the global balance of power.
Wow, that's a lot to unpack.
It is.
It makes you wonder,
Yeah.
will we see a push to develop alternative technologies
Mm-hmm.
to break this reliance on ASML?
Interesting.
Or will we see more international collaboration?
Right.
Or perhaps even more competition and tension
Yeah.
as countries and companies scramble to secure their access to these crucial chips?
A lot of potential outcomes there.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth exploring further.
Yeah.
The decisions made by governments,
Mhm.
businesses, researchers in the coming years
Yeah.
will have a profound impact on the trajectory of AI and its role in shaping the future.
Well, this has been an incredibly insightful dive
Yeah.
into the world of ASML
Absolutely.
and this complex interplay between technology, geopolitics, and economics.
All connected.
So for our listener, what are some key takeaways
Okay.
they should keep in mind
Yeah.
as they navigate this evolving landscape?
First, it's crucial to recognize that ASML is a vital player
Right.
in the AI chip market.
Yeah.
They hold a near monopoly on the technology needed to produce the most advanced chips. This gives them significant influence
For sure.
and raises important questions about potential vulnerabilities in the AI ecosystem.
Right. And we can't forget about the impact of geopolitics and economics.
Yeah, absolutely not.
The situation with China, the export bans,
Yeah,
the economic slowdown, all of that's creating uncertainty
right.
and highlighting the interconnected nature of these global forces.
Exactly. And finally, it's essential to consider the long-term implications
Yeah.
of the situation.
Right?
Will ASML's dominance continue,
Right.
or will we see the emergence of alternative technologies and new power dynamics?
So many questions.
A lot to think about.
So much to think about.
Yeah, it's a fascinating time to be following the development of AI, that's for sure.
It certainly is, and we'll be keeping a close eye on ASML
Absolutely.
and the broader AI landscape as this story continues to unfold. Yeah, it really is amazing to think about, something as technical as lithography machines could have such a big impact on
Yeah,
the future of AI and even the
Yes.
global balance of power.
it's crazy.
It really highlights how everything's connected.
For sure.
Technology, politics, economics, you know,
It's all intertwined.
it's a good reminder
Yeah.
that these advancements, they don't happen in a vacuum.
Right.
They're shaped by all these different factors.
It's complex.
It's really complex, and understanding these factors is essential
Absolutely.
for anyone who wants to invest in AI or even just understand it.
Yeah, if you want to know what's going on.
Exactly. So for you listening out there,
Yeah.
this deep dive into ASML,
Right.
hopefully it's giving you some valuable insights.
Some things to think about.
We've explored their unique position,
Yeah.
as the sole provider of this crucial technology
They're really the only ones.
for making these advanced AI chips.
It's true.
We talked about why their stock is dipped
Mm.
and the implications of their dominance in the market.
It's a powerful position to be in.
It is, and maybe most importantly, we've raised some questions.
It's always good to ask questions.
The potential vulnerabilities
Yeah.
of relying so heavily on one company.
Right. What if something happened?
Exactly. And the long-term impact on AI innovation.
Mm.
And what about the geopolitical ramifications
It's a big one.
of controlling access to such a strategic technology?
Definitely.
We've covered a lot today.
Yeah, a lot of ground.
But it's clear this is just the start of the story.
This is just the beginning.
The future of AI and the role ASML plays
Right.
is still being written.
And that's what makes it so exciting.
It does.
There's so much potential,
Yeah.
so much uncertainty.
And so many possibilities.
It's a wild ride.
It is a wild ride. So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, let us know.
What stood out to you the most?
What are you thinking about now?
What questions are you still grappling with?
Do you think ASML will stay on top?
Yeah.
Or will things change?
Share your insights and keep exploring,
Yeah, keep learning.
because the world of AI is always evolving.
Always changing.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been fun.
Until next time, keep asking questions,
Yeah, stay curious.
keep learning,
Absolutely.
and keep pushing the boundaries of knowledge.
We'll see you next time.